city lights and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5. Happy with the simple life.
Welcome into Riverview Farm, episode number 11. Today's going to be a bit of a different episode. Very short episode, probably, compared to most. So I can't imagine this one being over 20 minutes. A few things to talk about, and I need your guys' comments, I need your thoughts, your advice, and your votes. This map has had a rather large update applied to it, and a lot of changes, and a new save game is required. So, bit of a fork in the road for us. Now, the question is, do I carry on with the old map that has got a couple of issues on it, and just as we are? Do we update the map, create a new save, come back to this map? Or do we sacrifice this series and move on to another map and another form of Let's Play? I'm going to put a vote out on the channel, I think, in the posts, and ask for you to cast your votes on there so I can get a bit of an idea. I'm also going to put something on Ko-fi for you guys who support the channel direct. I will probably weigh it that a vote from a supporter on Ko-fi is worth maybe, 2 or 3 of a vote on the YouTube channel, just because I want to try and reward the guys who have taken the time to get over to there and support the channel financially. And it's not in any way a criticism towards anyone who hasn't at all. I get it. It's, I don't expect you to do that. I just want to make sure I'm trying to give something back to those that have. So I think, yeah, I'll put a vote out on YouTube, and Ko-fi, and we'll see what you guys think of the options. Also, in another sort of update, I've turned HDR off. It's beaten me. I could not get it to work. I deep dived no end of Reddit posts, YouTube videos. I thought I'd stumbled across a fix, but I think well, for whatever reason, it just didn't work. And it's all to do with, it seems that when you're running the HDR on your console, be that PlayStation or Xbox, and then you're sending it to the Elgato software, it's taking a HDR signal, turning it into a standard like SDR signal, and in that conversion somewhere, it's massively losing what it's meant to look like, and it's overcompensating it, making it loads darker. So without HDR on, back to normal settings, no filters of any kinds, this is what we're looking at, and it looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's not as nice to look at on my screen because the HDR was amazing, but I can't have any more episodes where the quality of that footage is just like it was doing my head in. It was worth the challenge. It was worth the risk of upsetting a few people and losing some subs to try and make a better product, but I couldn't make it work, unfortunately. So here we are. So let me know in the comments if this is looking a little bit better. I really hope it is, because if you say it isn't, I'm gonna cry. Don't forget, this map is darker. There's no two ways about that. It's also 8 o'clock in the morning in April, so time and date make have a massive impact on lighting in this game. what's weird is what I'm seeing on my screen is one sort of picture. What I'm seeing on my recording screen, so on OBS, is a different picture, and what ends up getting onto YouTube is actually a different picture again. So it is essentially impossible for me to balance what the final product looks like, because it honestly, I can't. I just don't get it. I don't. And I'm sure there are people who are much more experienced at this, much more knowledgeable in these sort of areas when it comes to, you know, video editing and video recording and sound qualities and all those sort of things. I wish I knew more of you guys to help me out, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll come back to it another day. So just going to try and finish off this this bale wrapping now, but not really masses to do on the farm today in April, so maybe I'll do a little contract. We're running at 2-day months now as well, if you remember from the last episode. Thank you all so much for your willingness to like comment, get involved, engage with me on the last 3 on the back-to-back episodes that I staggered out. Again, really sorry I couldn't get the Let's Play out in time. Sorry, not the Let's Play, the role play out. It's a weird one. I use is it 11 Labs? It must be 11 Labs. Yeah, for like voice changing. So I'll do the voice of some of the characters, and then I will use their AI technology to change my voice into an American voice. So at least then I can apply sort of tone, as opposed to it being just like a really sort of flat. It's like when you do text to voice, it's just too flat. You don't get the human element to it, I guess. But naturally, like everything in this world, it costs, and it costs a lot of money. And it, unfortunately, I was learning to use it really last month, and I probably wasted too many credits messing around with it and learning how to use it. And then, unfortunately, that in turn then meant that when I had a big sort of conversation with Mark that'll be in this episode now, and that needed loads of credits, and I just didn't have any. And the membership platform that I'm on doesn't offer it. You can't buy credits, you've got to go up another level, and I just can't justify that next level for what the channel is at the moment. That hopefully will change in the future, but right now I can't justify spending that much on that subscription. Every time I think there's going to be a car coming down here, and it isn't. Now then, have we leased this wrapper? I'm pretty sure we have. Yes, so you can just go back, I think, my friend. Away with you. Right, let's grab the big bale trailer. Lovely time away with my family. Proper night. Well, it was a lovely time away. I was going to say nice and relaxing. It was the absolute polar opposite of relaxing when you've got 2 young children. Holidays aren't really holidays like that anymore in the traditional sense, because you spend your holiday charging around making sure that they don't basically hurt themselves, because they have no sense of fear, and are generally just wild idiots who will happily run towards a swimming pool even though they can't swim, that sort of thing. So yes, it was a little bit of time just spent with the family. Lovely to get that sort of closeness. Came away from most of this, did keep a little eye on things that I could on my phone, but other than that didn't really do anything else with the channel. So apologies if I took a couple of days or a bit of time getting back to you, in whether that was through here or on other platforms. It was always going to be a case of trying to prioritize that sort of family time, really. However, here I am back, albeit just for a short amount of time. I've got a course coming up with work where it's a residential course, so I will be away from the computer for technically it's a 2-week course, but it's kind of weird. It only runs for like 4 days of the week. There it is. Do you know what, right? I was doing a lot of this baling in the dark, and I did an accidental bale cannon, and I didn't know where it went. I couldn't see it because obviously it's pitch black and black wrapping. There she is. I thought I'd launched it into the river. So quite glad I didn't do that. Yeah, so going away for that. It won't be this sort of upcoming week now. It'll be a couple of weeks away. But that's what I'm going to try and do, is batch record some stuff. I will be back, though, on the weekends. And as long as my better half doesn't leave me for prioritising recordings, then yeah, I'll still be able to get some content out. It just might not be 3 episodes a week, or it might just be for that 2 weeks it might just be 1 roleplay episode or something like that. But anyway, there we are. So I'm gonna box on and tidy this field up. That's our lot. That's our 18, isn't it? Get all these bales back. I may go and sell a load of it because it's silage. We've got loads of it. We could do with the money, and it always helps. Oh, I tell you what we haven't done. Let's have a quick look at how many unbelievable amounts have we got in here. So we have, what's that then? Oh, okay, not too many extras kind of tucked away waiting to come through. That's not too bad if I'm reading that right. So we still got the tomatoes and the strawberries growing. We've got almost 2 lettuce. Everything is still running, so that's good. It hasn't run out of anything yet. How's that doing? That's got loads of oats, so it's still all good. And then the open air garden, oh, a bit low. So you'll need a bit of work. How much water have we got in you, my friend? Anyway, I can do all this off camera. Yes, so please, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Oh, look at this. We've got this blinking field I didn't do as well. Blimey, I got my work cut out off camera here. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Engage me. Have a chat about where you want this to go. Because what I will say on Riverview, I love it. I think it's a great map. I mean, it's still a bit dark there. But that's nothing to do with me. Let me know, because there's no two ways about it. This is the least successful, like, series on the channel at the moment. The last episode only had 98 views at this point, and it's been out, you know, several days now. I think it came out Thursday. Today is... No, it came out longer ago than Thursday, didn't it? It came out Tuesday. Let's have a little live look, isn't it? Yeah, exactly 100 views at the moment. And I'm sure I put it out on Tuesday. Yeah, really, like, you know, analytics wise, really bad. Really bad. And I like it. I like this. I like this channel, but this series. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm trying to grow the channel. Welcome into a lot of new subs in the last couple of days, which is wicked. Very close to the 1400 mark now, so not far then, but a pushing, and we'll be on the 1500, which is brilliant. I've set myself a little goal of when I'd like to see us hit the 2000. I don't know if we will. I think it's probably a bit unrealistic, but we'll. If you haven't got, you know, challenges and goals, then you're not challenging yourself enough, are you? And that's how I sort of work. But yeah, this series, like, it just isn't gathering the interest. If you look at it in the sense of we got almost 1400 subscribers, but it's only had 100 views, you know, like, that just, it is, you know, it's just not getting the pull, is it? And I don't know, I don't know, you know, how much of that is the timing of when the episode goes out. I don't know how much of that is down to the algorithm. I don't know how much of that is down to the enjoyment. Oh, which reminds me, I won't get into a Barney with you. I won't get into a debate with you. I just want to know, I really appreciate people subscribing and liking this channel, because then I go, right, excellent, that's working. If you do not like it and you're going to give it a thumbs down, happy days. Yes, please do, because at least I go, oh, and it makes me go, all right, I need to understand why, though. So maybe if it can be constructive rather than just, I hate you, or something really horrible and negative. But, you know, just let me know why you didn't like it. It might be something I could fix. It might be something that you might represent a large portion of the viewers. And I could easily resolve it without upsetting everyone else. What I will always say, though, is I will always focus and take away the positives over the negatives. So the 15 likes is brilliant and means so much more to me than one dislike, if that makes sense. But I would like to know, if you're going to dislike it, why you disliked it, because maybe I can fix that. Yeah, so please vote on the channel when I put the vote out. Let me know in the comments what you think, if we should just keep going, if we should do a new save and maybe mix it up on this same map but go a different way with it, maybe knock it on the head completely, go with a different map. If that's the case, then let me know in the comments in terms of what map you'd like to see me play next, and the kind of format around that. Yeah, engage with me, guys and girls. I say girls, barely anyone. I don't think, other than Murphy Cat, I don't recall anyone saying they're female viewers, which is really interesting, isn't it, on this game? But there we are. That's enough wittering on for me. Please let me know what's going on. The only other thing, very quickly, is Discord. It's coming your way very, very soon. Old school Mike 53, what a absolute legend, has been working tirelessly to help me. And I say help me, he's been doing all the work, and I'm just there going, what about this, what about that, and just getting on his nerves probably. Setting the Discord up. It'll be initially run through Ko-fi to get that membership. We will then set one up on YouTube link as well, but I've talked about the differences between supporting a channel on Ko-fi versus supporting a channel on YouTube, and as a content creator, the benefits, and you're actually giving far more back to the content creator through Ko-fi than you ever will through doing memberships on YouTube. But I get that people do like to have that sub status on, membership status on YouTube, so I do get it. But yeah, it's coming. I'm hoping maybe a week, maybe a week, I don't know, we'll see. It might be possible. I mean, Mike's working his socks off today, bless him. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will be interested in that. There'll be a tiered membership system, and you know, I'll give a proper release on that information as and when it kind of gets a little bit closer. But there we are. I will be back with another episode of something. There will be episode 21 of the roleplay coming out on Saturday, which is tomorrow for me. If I can get this edited quickly, I might even drop this tonight. You never know. So I really want to start getting to talk to you guys and getting your thoughts on things, because there's no point in me wasting my time doing too many episodes of this if you're not going to want to watch it. And we'll go from there. Other than that, I don't think there's masses else for me to kind of go over. There's some wicked new mods coming out at the moment. There's some really good stuff. There's some interesting maps. The Riverbend, no, not the Riverbend, the Hutan Pantai update, or the Settlers map, as I should call it, because that's what it is. That for like a multiplayer just looks amazing. And I've been talking with Mike about that and trying to come up with a bit of an idea of maybe doing a test with him on that, and then maybe looking at some sort of multiplayer series or a stream series. That's a bit further down the line. Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know. Engage, and please, thank you again for your support. It means so much to me. If you aren't a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps it. And as always, we'll just call it a day there. So if you are still here, haven't already done so, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we will speak again soon. Take care.